1997-98, the one and only Wim Jansen year. He came in the summer, having replaced Tommy Burns as Celtic manager. In fact, he was Celtic head coach because we had Jock Brown as director of football above him. So this started pretty good because we got Henrik Larsson in. He had the immediate effect, helping victory in the League Cup. Started off with a 7-0 win away to Berwick Rangers, which was played at Tynecastle. Then a 1-0 after extra time win up at St Johnstone, and Arsenal scored there. The quarter final was a 1-0 win over Motherwell. The semi final, a 1-0 win over Dunfermline, which was played at Ibrox. And then the final was a 3-0 win over Dundee United to lift the League Cup for the 10th time, again at Ibrox. No goals conceded in that entire run. Amazing feat there. In Europe, the first qualifying round were 3-0 wins away and 5-0 wins away at Cabletel of Wales. The second qualifying round was a 2-1 away defeat to Tyrrell Innsbruck, and then a crazy 6-3 game where the team that was going through flip-flopped 3 or 4 times, but ultimately Celtic did go through against the Austrians. That took them through the first round showdown with Liverpool, where the 2-each draw at Celtic Park ultimately cost Celtic, as the game at Anfield finished 0-0, so Celtic went out on away goals. Liverpool went out in the next round, and Milan went on to win the trophy for the second year running. But of course, the big thing in 97-98 was the league. Rangers were trying to win 10 in a row, and it didn't start great. Celtic started with 2 opening defeats and were actually bottom of the league after 2 games. But the defeat against Rangers in the first of the derby games seemed like it was going to be a bit of a doom for us, and particularly after we lost at home to Motherwell as well. But the late draw, thanks to Alan Stubbs in the second game against Rangers, kept Celtic in the title race effectively. Went on to win the New Year derby thanks to Paul Lambert getting the second goal after Craig Burley had opened the scoring. The first time he'd won the New Year derby in 10 years. Did have the chance to eventually clinch the title up at Dunfermline in the penultimate week, but conceded a late equaliser at the Craig Falconbridge. So that took us to the final day of the season, game against St Johnstone, and Henrik Larsson opened the score in a couple of minutes. So it was a little bit nervy until Harold Brackback got a crucial second goal and gave Celtic the first title in a decade, stopping Rangers beating the record 9 in a row that we'd set in the 60s and 70s under Jock's team. The only real disappointment of this season was the Scottish Cup run. After beating Morton 2-0 in the third round at home, 1-2-1 away to Dunfermline, 1-3-2 at Dundee United in the quarter-final, but lost 2-1 to Rangers in the semi-final. Hearts did beat Rangers in the final at Celtic Park, so Rangers finished the season trophyless. And this was the home kit that we wore that year. Umbro sponsor, because we didn't really have one, so the kit maker was the sponsor.